All right. Hello. I'm Podrey, and I want to get this video out to the folks who would like to edit their video footage. Now, I want to start this video off with giving you the software that I use to help out with everything. Okay? For everything that I have, intros to outros, there has been video clips that I've used, and I'm going to tell you right off the bat, if you see a video and you want to take a clip off of it, come to Real Player. Just type in Real Player, all one word. Go down to the .com, real.com. Click on it, and you got you a free download. If they offer any type of like McAfee or any other type of virus defenders, don't go for it. Real Player is free. They might offer you what do you call like a membership, things like that. That's up to you. But whenever you get your Real Player and you get it all set up, and if you need help with your setup, come to YouTube and then type in Real Player setup or Real Player for beginners. Make sure you search for the most up-to-date, like 2022, 2023. What's going to happen is you're going to be able to, like I say, download any video. Let's give this one, for example.
The following video is rated MALB. It contains strong language and violence and is intended only for mature audiences.
Okay. Right here in the middle of the screen, you click that yellow area, and you got a drop down window, and you click download. Now all these other options I haven't messed with, so I keep everything on default. But you hit download, and if you want to experiment with all these other options, that's up to you. When you click download, you're going to get that screen right there, and it's showing you that it's downloading. I don't want to download it, so I stop the download process. Close out the window. Okay. For my intros and outros, I have seen other outros, and I've used the Real Player to download that video and go to my editor and trim it to where I just get the outro. And in my editor, I would add my own type of music. Now when it comes down to music, you can also download music videos with the Real Player. And the cool thing with Real Player is that it's going to come with a bundle. And inside that bundle, you're going to find a converter. And the converter looks like this. You're going to get a screen. It's minimized, it's small. But you have your choice, like MP3 or MP4 or whatever. But for music, MP3. All right, and then your setup. Well, not your setup, but if you have a video that you want to convert into MP3, you click onto it. It'll be right here. You come to the bottom of the screen to this white area, and you click the designated place that you want to send that music file to. All right. Now I'm gonna leave all this stuff alone because I don't want to download any music. I DJ on Second Life, and I find all my music here, convert it to MP3, and I play it on Second Life. Another software that's important to have is VLC, Media Player. Just go into the search engine, type in VLC Media Player, come to the Videoland org or the official download of VLC. When you click on it, you just download it. VLC is sort of like Real Player, except for it doesn't give you like a screenshot recorder, downloader. But I use VLC to play all my music and all my videos on. It's taking a second for that to load in. Okay. So you have to set it up basically either in your setup thing here, or when you just right click on a video, it's going to give you the option to open up with you can either do it right here, but open up with, and then it'll be a VLC media player, or just open it with VLC media player. That's with music or videos. Another component to have is OBS Studio. OBS Studio is what you record your screen. Simple. If you have Windows, click on Windows. If you have Mac, click on Mac. Once you click on Windows, you're going to get a download. Once it downloads, you go into your default download window, double click on it. You're going to get an installer wizard. Follow the instructions. It's going to give you an option of where to send your videos once they finish recording. I would say use your default videos option, or if you want to save place, use an external hard drive. Alright, another important thing to have, and this is for video editing, NCH software. NCH software. NCH software is also free. Here's information that you can read on. So you come to the download, the website, and it's simple. You download it. Okay? Now, the trick about it is you only need one thing, and it's called a VideoPad. It's called a VideoPad. Let me see if it gives me an option. See right here it says VideoPad Video Editor. So it's telling me to click here if I want to run the download tutorial for the VideoPad video player. But see, I don't, because I already have it. Once you get it downloaded, you're going to see this NCH VideoPad. And it's best to be as organized as you can be, because I can take you through this process so easily. I'm going to go up here to where it says open. I already have a bunch of what do you call it, intros. So I'm going to choose me an intro. Okay, now along with my intros, I like to tell folks that I have other playlists that entertain them. And then I want me an outro. So I have outros that I've already created. Now what I need is a video to edit. And what I'm going to choose to edit is let me see. Something that I can't get in trouble with. So let's find some game footage. Do I have any? Nothing on 7 Days to Die. Okay, now it's going to take a moment for this to upload. The longer the file, the longer it's going to take for it to upload. That particular file is about like 2 hours long, so it's going to take a moment. When it gets done, I'll come back. Okay, I changed my mind. I canceled that upload. What I'm going to use is game footage from a game that I just played, a game of Madden. And you see how quickly this is loading up. Alright. What it's going to have to do is, it uploaded the audio, the video first. And what it's doing now is it's uploading the audio. Boom. I come over here to this side, small screen. I'm going to click on it twice. Now when I come down here to this bottom corner, see the exit? Click on that exit, and that helps me with the editing table. It makes this screen larger, the window, so I can see what I'm editing. Now what I want to do is drop everything into place. Some people are comfortable with dragging. I like to right click. It says place clip in sequence. Here's the beginning of the video. There's the intro. Now what I'm going to do is put this at the end of that intro. In order for me to do that, I'm going to go to the second option where it says place on sequence, but with this arrow it gives me the option of placing the sequence at the start, like right in front of that intro, or where the cursor is, and the cursor is this red line, or at the end of the sequence, and at the end of the sequence is at the end. Like I put the intro there, and after the intro would have been the end of the sequence, and so it falls into place automatically. And like I said, the red line is your cursor. Okay? Now, for the video itself, I'm going to do the same thing. Right click, place the sequence at the end. Okay? Now, I'm going to keep it very simple for you. Very, very simple. Cursor, I'm going to bring it down here to this bottom area. It's got this arrow right here. It's a slider. This is the zoom bar. I'm going to put it next to that little arrow and just click on it. And by doing that, it zoomed the whole clip. Now I'm going to left click on it so that it stays highlighted. I'm going to put my cursor right here. Now I'm going to come over here to these options. This first option will move the cursor all the way to the beginning. This second option will move my cursor to the beginning of the sequence, to the beginning of the clip. This single button will rewind the footage to where you want it to be. Or you can hold it down and it's going to move it a lot faster. It's just rewinding your cursor. Now you got your play button.
Please, thank you.
Press it, click it once to start the play, click it twice. Click it again to stop the play. Now this loop, I never use the loop. Now for this single arrow, it's the fast forward. So you can make your cursor fast forward a little bit closer. Not closer, but faster. Or you can click it singly And when you click it singly, whether you're going forward or backwards, you'll see these numbers are moving. So if I click it forward, it's going to go forward a few seconds. This arrow right here is the same thing as far as the other side. It's going to click it to the end of your clip. Okay? So what I want to do is I want to go to the beginning of my clip. This is the sound. This is the audio. If you want to unlink the sound and the audio, you got this. Looks like infinity. And it's going to, if you click on it, it'll unlock the two of these. The audio from, it's going to unlock the audio from the video. I only do that. I actually never do that. But I would only do that if I wanted to clip off a section, unlock that section to where I only have my voice playing, but I wanted to put something else there, like a picture, so I'll be talking over a picture instead of talking over the actual video. Like if I was giving an example of, I like bathing suits with pink and purple polka dots. Well, I would stop the recording. I would clip it right where I started saying, I like. After the word like, I'll come over here to these scissors. And I'd split it right there. And I'd take it all the way to, like, say, this is where I said swimsuits. I would click it there, and I would split it. So in between here is the whole sentence of, I like whatever colored swimsuits. By unlocking it right here, the audio would stay here, but I would be able to right click on the video, delete it, and if I had images, which is way up here. Now if you have bad eyesight, you would need your glasses. You might need to scoot up closer to the screen. And if you had images uploaded, you'd be able to take your image, and this is where you use this to move your cursor to the beginning of that clip, and your image, you would move your image to where your cursor is. Okay? If you make a mistake, they got arrows up here. I want to take that off. I want to take that off. Now I'm back at the beginning. Okay, so like I said, I want to keep this simple. So, the beginning of my video, you can also click on the screen to make it play. I want my video to start on a black screen. Okay, I know that black screen is there because I've been editing this Madden 22 gameplay footage, so I know what I want. I'm gonna hit the split button. Now I have split it. This is the part that I don't want. I'm gonna right click and I'm gonna hit delete ripple. If I just hit delete, it'll delete this and it'll leave a section that's empty. But when I hit delete ripple, boom, it filled that section in with the video piece that I want. Okay. Now, I'm going to go through the video to get to the next section that I want to clip off. I want to get to the point where my team is going to catch the ball in the end zone.
Here's the Browns kicker, Chase McLaughlin, set to go, and we are underway now from Cleveland.
Now, that's where I want it to stop. So I'm going to hit split. Now I can move. I want to keep all this, so all this stays there. Now, whenever you watch the rest of this video piece right here, it's going to start talking up. Let me just put it like this.
No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25.
Okay, I don't want to show that footage, so I'm going to split it again. Some people may say trim on other editors. Split, trim, same thing. Like I said, I don't want that section, so I'm going to right click it, delete, ripple. And now, what you're going to see is my football guy is going to catch the ball, and it's going to go directly into the first football play.
Underway now from Cleveland.
Now, for everybody who posts football videos, a lot of us try to create like a 20-minute video. It keeps people's attention, and that's really all the time you need to create a Madden football video, because we want to just show the plays. You know, our team making plays, their team making plays, and that's it basically. If there's a penalty or there's a fumble, or if there's a pass that was intercepted, sometimes some highlights, things like that. So all the rest of it, you know, we'll trim out. So let's say we're at the beginning of the play. Okay. We're about to watch the play through.
Allen off the play fake. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Okay. I don't like a lot of the extra shit, but when it comes down to the commentators, I try to stop it in a place where they're ending off a sentence. You know, or they're in between their sentence, and their commentary is still going to make sense whenever I put it together. So I want to stop him at his sentence, so I'm going to hit the split again, right? Now, the next stuff that's going to happen is we're going to choose another play. What I can do is press the single button. It's going to fast forward it. I'm going through the selections. Boom. I'm at the point where the play has been chosen, and we're about to run the play. So I'm going to split it, and I'm going to remove this section with delete ripple. Now, I want my cursor to come back to the beginning of this clip this whole section right now is a clip. This is a clip. That's a clip. This little bar down here, this little bar down here moves all your footage from left to right. So, looking at the very beginning, here's my intro. This clip right here is this part where it says, you know, I have more playlists for you to watch. This is the beginning of the game. It's the intro of the game, where it's kind of like they show you the stadium that you're playing in. They introduce the two teams, and then they go into the kickoff. This clip right here happens to be the first play I made. Now this clip right here is going to be the second play. So I want to move my cursor. The cursor is this red line. I want to move it here quickly. You can drag it. But I don't want to do that. I want to move it quickly. So I'm going to go to the second arrow. I'm going to move it to the left to the beginning of the second of this clip. And I'm going to do this throughout the whole game footage. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to play it to the play ends. And then I'm going to stop it. Then I'm going to come over to split. I'm going to split it. And then I'm going to let it play through the section where I'm selecting my play. And then when we get back to the line of scrimmage, I'm going to split it again. Sometimes the commentators are still talking while you're going to the line of scrimmage. So I gotta choose when I want to split it or stop it. So whenever I do, then that's when I hit the split button. Throughout the rest of this video, throughout the rest of the video that I'm trying to edit. So with this video editor, you can also make slideshows. All you gotta do is have all your pictures that you want. You load them up in the order that you want, and that's by going to this open button. And when you click the open button, it's going to open up your options of where you have all your stuff. If it's an external hard drive, then it's an external hard drive. If you have it on your computer, like where the pictures are, you go to where the pictures are. And let me give you an example. Okay, this is the images right there. Okay, now let's say we wanted some music. Right now, the audio is empty. So I press open. I'm going to go to where I have saved music. And now, in the audio files, I have some music that I want to use. Let's go back to the first option, where the video files are. What I'm going to do, click right here on the clip. Let's take you through the option of what I was telling you about earlier. Let's say I want to stop right here. Okay. right here is the place. It was just a random place. I didn't know where I was clicking. This is a guy who's about to plant the ball. I want to clip it. I want to fast forward it to where he's done. Okay. Now the guy is about on the other team is about
This
to catch
lead
it.
as well as we are back and underway. And he
Okay. The commentator was like, "We are back on our way." So I want to rewind it so I can stop the video when he says "back on our way." Okay, so I stopped it there.
back and underway.
He said "way," so I stopped it. I'm hitting click. Now you can either come down here to the zoom area and zoom it from here by moving this cursor left or right, or you can use your wheel to spread it open to make this wider, to give you your options. Now I want to unlock this section. Now the video and audio is unlocked. Okay? I want to make my cursor go to the beginning of this clip. I want to take out the video clip. You edit it. I unlocked it, so the audio is still there and the video is right, is gone. What I want to do is go back to my images. I'm going to right click on it. Go to the second option where it says place on sequence. And I want to place it on the sequence at the cursor. So that's where that is. Now for that song, I want to take this audio out. So since it's already unlocked, I can just take it and delete it. Go up here to my audio file, where my audio file is. Now I want to right click it. And I also want it to go where that cursor is. Second option, place on sequence. Where do I want to place it on sequence? At the cursor. Okay. Now, all this space, I don't want all that space. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this cursor go to the end of this clip, which is this arrow right here. It's the arrow next to the fast forward. So I'm going to clip that right there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to hit split. That's going to stop the audio file right at the end of the picture file. Since I don't want the rest of the song on there, I'm going to right click it. I'm going to hit delete ripple, and all that space automatically disappears. The rest of the game footage, all of that snaps into your timeline right where you need it. So
Can I just have a sip of water real quick?
Shine bright like a diamond. Shine bright like a diamond.
And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback.
you see, from the place that I stopped it and added these in to the place where I stopped it, you know, at the end of his sentence, we was like, we ended it at the word way, so it was in between a sentence, and he started finishing on with a sentence. Okay, so you can do that. This trim or split button has the scissors on it, so no matter where you are on the video, you can create a clip and you can move it around. You can move it to the beginning, you can move it to the end, you can move it to this part of the clip, you can move it to this part of the clip. You have your option of moving it where you want. And it just kind of snaps back in place. If you make a mistake, you come up here to your arrow. That one split is gone. And that split is gone. So we're back at the original clip before we tried to take out a piece. Alright, now let's say that I got all this footage done and I want to put my outro on. I got my outro right there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to place my sequence where at the end. So even though that looks like that, where we left off at, when you glide this bar all the way to the end, you're going to see this section right here. That's my outro. Take your wheel, make it a little bit wider. If you want to move the cursor, this will move it all the way to the end. This arrow right here, just like this arrow right over here, will move it all the way to the beginning. I can also move the cursor to the end of this clip, simply like that. And that's going to be the section between the end of the clip and the beginning of the outro. If I want to move it to the end of the outro, I can either move it by the end of the clip or just hit this arrow where I send it to the end of the whole sequence. Now, these little boxes right here, or I'm taking it to the beginning. You got little boxes right here. Actually, every division is, you're going to have a box. You just have to zoom in to your clip and you'll see a box up here. This box is your transitions. You have all these different transitions to choose from. I personally just use random. Come through. Use a random transition. If you want to see what it looks like, get your cursor, click right there. Use this. It says go to the next clip, edge. So when I go to the edge right there, no, actually, wanted to go a little bit.
But not before they work it across midfield.
Nice connection there for a really.
That's what that. Did you see how it blended in? How that transition blended in? We're going to look at it one more time.
Not before they work it across midfield.
Nice connection there for a really nice game.
Okay, so that was the transition. If I didn't want that transition, I click on that box and I choose whatever transition I wanted. If I don't want a transition, I can press no transition. It takes me back. This is what it looks like without a transition. This is what it looks like without a transition.
But not before they work it across midfield.
Connection there for a really nice.
You see how it just snaps. It's not smooth. It's just a rough snap. So, to make a video and to edit it, I suggest that you have an intro, an outro. I suggest that you're organized to where you have the video that you're going to edit. If you want music, or let's say you recorded your voice and you wanted to talk through it, it's still an audio file. So you have all your audio files there. If you need to title your audio files, as in, first song, second song, third song, so you stay organized, or audio of me talking about a swimsuit, or audio, you can label these either before you upload them to this VideoPad, or even right here. You right click on it and you just press rename. You right click and you get all your other options, or all these options. But if you want to rename it, just rename it. If you have any pictures or images, just load them up. So then that way you can just run through your timeline and snip it, trim it, split it, whatever. Add or remove the extras that you want. And when you get done, slap on your outro. And when you're ready to render it, you go to this export video, give it a title. I'm just going to put something simple. Just going to put an E there. Now, when you press on this custom, I always use YouTube 1080. YouTube 1080. All the rest of this is your MP4, and it's going to be for the screen size of 1920 by 1080. Everything is going to stay locked in position. Okay? And if you want, like right here, excuse me, This says letterbox, but as you know how some movies have those bars at the top and the bottom, and they call it widescreen. Well, I don't like that, so I just press stretch. Okay. And once I do that, I just click on create and it starts to render. Okay, there's another thing that I didn't show you, and it deals with your images. Whenever you have pictures, the first time that you use your VideoPad, this NCH VideoPad, you go to your settings, and I think there's an option somewhere over here. Yeah, I think there's an arrow right in here. And let me see. It's like purchase this VideoPad if you want to purchase it. They got video tutorials that it'll send you to. Let's see. You got your technical support. But what I'm looking for, this thing. Oh, options. Okay. Display, audio, media. Right here. Default still images. I have mine at 8.5. That means that picture that I showed you, when you put it on the timeline, the amount of time that your cursor is going to run across it would be whatever time that you put on here in this area. Meaning I want mine, I do slideshows. So for the time that I want a picture to be seen is 8.5 seconds. You can do 10 seconds, you can do 4 seconds, you can do 15 seconds, things like that. But to find that option, you just come over to your options button and you click onto it. Let's say I wanted to add writing. You know, let's say I wanted to put on there, oh man, or fumble, or touchdown. You have add text. You have your different options of how you want to add your text. They have different animations and all that kind of good stuff too. I'm going to do a simple text, and whenever I do that, it's going to start that text right at the place of your cursor. Now, the tricky thing is that the background, you can have a colored background or you can have a clear background. You got to play with this a little bit because I forget which is like the editor of the background. I think that's where you change their color. If you have it on white, then you'll just see the letters. Like right here it says title text. Since I want to leave that there for an example, you can also change the time that you want it to be on there. You see how I got right here at the edge? You can make it shorter or make it longer. Okay? So I'm going to click on the main picture. I'm going to go a little bit before where I want the text to pop up. And I'm going to test it out.
Connection there for a really nice gain.
Title
So a
text.
1st and 10 upcoming.
Title text is right there. If you don't want it to be at the very top of the screen, double click on it. And since it's right there, you just kind of guess of where you want to put it. Get your keyboard. Okay. Alright, so I want to bring it down. So I hit the enter. You know, just like you would on a regular piece of paper or a typewriter. Hit the space bar to bring your cursor towards the middle. All of this is guessing work. So I want to put G O O O, and it ended up right here. So I came down about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I came down 5 lines, and I didn't go and put it in the center. But all you gotta do is hit the Xbox to exit out of there, and it's ready for you to test.
Connection there for a really nice gain.
So a 1st.
And there's how you add your text. Same thing with pictures. Let's say I just had this picture on here, and let's say I wanted to put my name on there or whatever other type of text. Well, you do the same thing by going to the add text, choosing which type of text you want to add to it, and once you get done, you save it. By save it, I mean you export it, going through the same process of exporting. Put a title, and if there's no animations, then you don't have to go through the other options. So since this is done, what happened was this box, even though we don't see it on here anymore, it just moved itself out the way. So we're going to end that. I'm going to keep that up so I can test out my video. When you're going through your setup, you're going to set it up in the way that your videos are going to go to where you want your videos to go, either external hard drives or your default. And we're going to test it out. I'm using the VLC media player. There's my intro.
Coming out with a
Here's
jumbo
the
package to start the drive.
Team coming to set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. To return 11.
That was well played there defensively. Too tight in.
Here's the intro of the game.
They're ready to go as they get set to
we're
match
ready to
up
kick off.
with the Buffalo Bills.
And remember, stopped it at the
Here's
word
the Browns
way.
kicker, Chase McLaughlin, set to go, and we are underway now from Cleveland.
Boom. Transition. Hit the first play. I'm happy with it. So now I can go ahead and get rid of this. Hit that red X. Hit discard. Now this video is ready for upload. So this is the NCH VideoPad editing system. Very simple to use. There's all type of tutorial videos. They have so much that you can do on there as far as editing videos. I just showed you the bare, simple necessities, the simple things that I use. Other people would use way more options and would edit their videos way more than I would. I just do mine simply, real simple. If you watched any of my videos, you'll see that I do simple edits. I could do more, I could do less, but I hope that that helped you out. And like right here is a video on OBS that I did, and give it a try. And like I said, if you need help, there's all kind of tutorials on YouTube. So anyway, I'm gonna get out of here. You have a good day, you have a good night, you have a good morning. Peace. My bad. I'm back. I was about to edit this tutorial on the VLC VideoPad, and I forgot to mention this. Whenever you're recording yourself, your voice, or basically your voice, there's this box right here. It's at the beginning of your clip, and throughout all this clip is going to be me talking. When you click on that, it's going to give you all these filters that you can use for me to sound clear without a lot of background noise. I use these following filters. I use the amplify, and it adjusts the volume of the clip. Alright, I'm going to go back up to the green arrow. I'm going to use the equalizer. It adjusts the volume of the specific ranges of sound frequency. Go back up to the cross. I'm going to use noise removal. Removes unwanted background sounds. It's not the greatest, but it does remove some background noises. And then I'm going to use normalize. Normalize adjusts the volume to make the loudest part of your audio match a selected peak level. Only use those 4 filters. If you want to know more about these effects and filters, like I say, go to NCH VideoPad tutorials on YouTube, and you'll find all this information there.